All right, number 15 on the go formative had you solving this system of equations. Now, there's really two ways that you could solve this system. I personally would probably try to go for a substitution of some sort. Now, I already have the first equation solved for y, so realistically, I could take that expression and plug it in for y. I could also take the first equation and solve it for x squared. So what if I add 7 to both sides? Well, now I've got x squared equals y plus 7. So where I see x squared, this entire thing, I could replace it with y plus 7. Either one of these will work out. I think the second way is a lot easier. So if I substitute in y plus 7 for x squared, the rest of my equation looks like this. Now I have to solve that equation for y. So what I notice is that I've got a y squared term, I've got a y term. I'm going to have to factor this. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract 9 from both sides. We get y squared plus y minus 2 equals 0. So I can factor this, and I'll get y plus 2 and y minus 1, which gives me 2 solutions for y. Now here's the thing about this is that I'm going to erase this because we didn't use it. We've got to find what the ordered pairs are. So because I have 2 values for y, that tells me that there's at least 2 points where these things are going to intersect. So I'm going to start out and be really organized about this and talk about when y equals 1. So when y equals 1, let's use this equation. It seems like the easiest one to use. So I will have 1 equals x squared minus 7. I'll need to add add 7 to both sides. So I get 8 equals x squared, and then take the square root of both sides, remembering that when I take the square root of both sides, I have to include plus or minus. So here's what this tells me. I have 2 different x values, right? So I have the point square root of 8 comma 1, and I have the point negative square root of 8 comma 1. Now you could write that in one big expression and just make it plus or minus square root of 8 comma 1. So there's 2 of our points. Those are 2 solutions. So now I have to make sure I look at when y is negative 2. So I'm going to do the same thing. Plug in negative 2, add 7 to both sides. I get 5 equals x squared. Again, take the square root of both sides. I get plus or minus the square root of 5 equals x. And then once again, I can write my solutions as the square root of 5 comma negative 2, negative square root of 5 comma negative 2. Or remember, I could write it as just positive negative square root of 5 comma negative 2. So you can write your answers either like this, what I'm highlighting in blue, or you can write them like this, what I'm highlighting in green. So what this means is that our circle and our parabola intersect at 4 points. So it'll look something like this. Now remember, there's lots of ways that they could intersect. We just happen to have one situation where they intersected in 4 places.